July 12, 1969. At Dong Tam in the Mekong Delta, soldiers of the 4th Battalion, 47th Infantry Regiment wait to begin their journey out of Vietnam. The scene looks calm. Men sit around metal tables, they play cards, read, and pass the time. But this is not a normal Army barracks. The National Archives says the men are inside an APB. This was a ship used as a floating base. On board, the men could eat, rest, and sleep. The ship kept them close to the rivers where their unit worked and fought. The battalion was part of the 2nd Brigade, 9th Infantry Division. It served with the Mobile Riverine Force, together with units of the United States Navy. In the Mekong Delta, water, mud, and poor roads made travel difficult. Ships, small boats, and helicopters were part of everyday life. On June 8th, President Richard Nixon announced that about 25,000 American troops would leave Vietnam. Parts of the 9th Infantry Division were chosen for this first major withdrawal. This film was recorded on July 12th and 13th. It does not show the final evacuation from Vietnam. It shows the start of a long American withdrawal. For the men at these tables, that major change begins in a quiet way, with a simple game of cards before the journey. The waiting now ends. Outside the floating base, a CH-47 Chinook is ready to begin the first part of the route from Dong Tam to Bien Hoa Air Base. This movement was part of Operation Keystone Eagle. The operation began on June 19, 1969. 11 days earlier, President Richard Nixon and South Vietnamese President Nguyen Van Thieu had announced the planned replacement of 25,000 American troops by South Vietnamese forces. The 2nd Brigade of the 9th Infantry Division was included in this early withdrawal. Moving it was not a single flight. The men and the unit's equipment had to be handled in separate stages. Some equipment would remain in Vietnam. Some personnel would also remain or receive new assignments there. The Chinooks carried groups from the river base to Bien Hoa. From there, larger aircraft would take them out of the country. There is no parade at Dong Tam. There is no public farewell. The film shows the practical work behind a major political decision. The wider plan was scheduled to continue until the end of August. The group seen here was only one part of that movement. For the men of the 4th Battalion, the announcement made at Midway Island is no longer only a statement. It has become a real journey. Its first stage begins here. The rear ramp is open. The soldiers of the 4th Battalion, 47th Infantry, now board the Chinook at Dong Tam. Operation Keystone Eagle was planned as the movement of complete units. It was different from the normal rotation of individual soldiers. The 4th Battalion was leaving as part of the 2nd Brigade. The journey had to be organized group by group. This film records an early part of the first withdrawal, but not the very first departure. On July 8th, 4 days before these scenes began, the 3rd Battalion, 60th Infantry, left Vietnam. The men seen here followed during the same first wave. The Army later described this task as unique. It was the first time the Army had taken a unit directly out of an active combat mission and prepared it for redeployment, while other units continued fighting. Men and equipment had to follow different plans. Critical items stayed in Vietnam because other American units still needed them. Army records name M16 rifles and radar sets among this equipment. Many soldiers who handled the division's equipment were not leaving with their units. They were reassigned in Vietnam to finish their tours. The men on the ramp carry their own bags and boxes. The film does not tell us what each item contains. It does show the first step of their route. The Chinook will take them to Bien Hoa. A C-141A will then carry them toward Fort Lewis, Washington. This is an organized withdrawal, not a sudden evacuation. Each flight is one movement in a much larger plan. The move had to be precise. Aircraft, soldiers, and equipment followed different schedules, but all had to reach the correct destination. For now, the soldiers are still inside Vietnam. When the Chinook lifts from Dong Tam, the first part of their journey is only beginning. Below the Chinook is the Mekong Delta, where the 4th Battalion spent much of its service. The battalion served as the Army element of the Mobile Riverine Force. If you enjoy these restored films, please subscribe, leave a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. It really helps our channel. Thank you for your support. It worked with Navy Task Force 117. This force used rivers as routes and naval vessels as bases. The APB seen at the beginning of the film was part of this river system. It was a self-propelled barracks ship. It gave soldiers living and working space on the water. The exact APB shown in this film has not been identified. During the flight, the camera again shows the link between land, water, and air. The National Archives identifies a .50 caliber machine gun in the foreground. Beyond it are fields, roads, waterways, and settlements. The precise place in each aerial view cannot be confirmed from the film. The route, however, is known. The Chinook is carrying the soldiers from Dong Tam toward Bien Hoa. The same riverine system that supported the battalion's operations now forms the first part of its route out. The war has not ended. But for this group, the movement away from Dong Tam has begun. At Bien Hoa Air Base, the helicopter stage ends. The soldiers leave the Chinook and cross the apron toward a C-141A Starlifter. The two aircraft have different parts in the same journey. The Chinook moves the men from Dong Tam to Bien Hoa. The C-141A will carry them out of Vietnam and toward Fort Lewis, Washington. This transfer is the central route recorded by the film. It connects a river base in the Mekong Delta with a long-range Air Force transport. The soldiers carry their bags and personal equipment. Their unit equipment follows a separate system. Much of it will remain in Vietnam or be sent to other locations. The first short flight is over. The journey out of the country is ready to begin. At the C-141A, soldiers arrive with bags, boxes, and documents. The film does not identify the contents. It also does not identify the individual men. The larger story is the separation of people from equipment. When Keystone Eagle began, the units were expected to leave with most of their standard equipment. Some critical items had to stay in Vietnam. These included M16 rifles and radar sets. Other American units still needed them. The plan was difficult to manage. Many soldiers who turned in the division's equipment were reassigned inside Vietnam. They did not leave with their parent units. None of this complexity is obvious on the apron. Men form groups. Papers are checked. Bags are carried aboard. Then the C-141A begins moving toward the runway. Another group has completed the transfer from Dong Tam to Bien Hoa. The next part of its route leads toward the United States. The next dated DASPO Pacific slate records July 13, 1969. Hovis filmed these roles. Hansen filmed the earlier roles on July 12th. These cards are more than technical markers. They confirm that the withdrawal continued across 2 days. Another Chinook arrives at Bien Hoa. Another group steps onto the apron. The aircraft then returns for more soldiers. The repetition is important. Operation Keystone Eagle was not one symbolic flight. It was a chain of planned movements. Each group had to leave Dong Tam, reach Bien Hoa, and join the larger airlift. This journey also connected 3 military services. The soldiers belonged to the United States Army. At Dong Tam, they had served with a river force that included Navy Task Force 117. At Bien Hoa, United States Air Force C-141 aircraft waited to carry them out of Vietnam. The first major withdrawal was a large logistical operation. Aircraft, ships, vehicles, people, and equipment all followed different schedules. If you enjoy these restored films, please subscribe, leave a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. It really helps our channel. Thank you for your support. The exact Chinook unit used in this film has not been confirmed. The purpose of the flights is clear. They carried soldiers of the 9th Infantry Division from their bases to the departure airfield. The war continued around them. Other American units remained in Vietnam. This was not the collapse seen in 1975. It was a controlled reduction of forces in 1969. The same procedure continues through the day. A Chinook lands. The soldiers leave the rear ramp. They gather their bags and move across the apron. A political announcement is becoming a repeated military process. One group leaves, another arrives. The withdrawal moves forward, flight by flight. At Bien Hoa, another C-141A waits. The soldiers gather near the aircraft and prepare to board. The calm scene hides a difficult logistical problem. Keystone Eagle was first planned as the redeployment of complete units. Most of the 9th Infantry Division was expected to move to Hawaii and rebuild the Pacific Command Reserve. The 2nd Brigade included the movement toward the continental United States. But the plan changed after these scenes were filmed. On August 8th, the Army ordered the redeploying units of the 9th Infantry Division to be deactivated in South Vietnam. By then, about 1/3 of their equipment was already traveling toward Hawaii. Another third was waiting at the port of Newport. The final third was being prepared for movement. Much of this equipment was redirected to Long Binh. It was later distributed to units that remained in Vietnam. The change shows why the movement of soldiers and equipment became two different stories. A unit could disappear from the order of battle while many of its people and much of its equipment remained inside Vietnam. The men shown here continue along the route already prepared for them. They carry their bags toward the C-141A. The recorded destination for the 4th Battalion was Fort Lewis, Washington. The film does not show the entire journey. It shows the point where the soldiers move from battlefield transport to the long flight out of the country. One group after another reaches the aircraft door. The second stage of the withdrawal is now ready to begin. The final part of the film repeats the same route. A C-141A waits at Bien Hoa. Another Chinook arrives. The last groups walk across the apron with their bags. By August 28th, Operation Keystone Eagle had moved more than 25,000 American troops and over 15,000 tons of cargo out of Vietnam. The operation met the goal announced after the meeting between Presidents Nixon and Thieu, but it did not end the war. Large American forces remained in Vietnam, and the withdrawal continued in later stages. This film is therefore not a record of the final American evacuation in 1975. It was made almost 6 years earlier. It records the first major reduction of American forces in 1969. The story began quietly aboard a floating base at Dong Tam. The soldiers played cards while they waited. It continued by Chinook across the Mekong Delta. At Bien Hoa, the men transferred to C-141A aircraft for the journey toward Fort Lewis. There are no victory speeches in these scenes. There is no final ceremony. The camera records groups of soldiers, their bags, and the aircraft that will carry them away. For the 4th Battalion, 47th Infantry, withdrawal is no longer a policy announced at Midway Island. It is now a real journey out of Vietnam. If you enjoy these restored films, please subscribe, leave a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. It really helps our channel. Thank you for your support.